Welcome to Sport, everyone. A timely boost for the Fremantle Dockers ahead of their cutthroat final with Geelong on Saturday night, with brilliant forward Steve Johnson suspended by the Match Reveiw Panel. Stevie J's day didn't get off to the best of starts, locked out of the club this morning and remaining tight-lipped on his bump on Swans midfielder Daniel Hannebery. It's likely the Cats will head to the tribunal in the hope of getting the charge completely thrown out, but having his penalty points reduced won't be enough for the star Cat. He'll still remain sidelined due to his bad record. Better news, though, for Paul Chapman. He was found guilty of striking Ben McGlynn here, but escapes with a reprimand, and he is free to play against the Dockers. So both Geelong and Fremantle have some selection troubles ahead of Saturday's final, and Lyon confirming that Luke McFarlane will miss 2 or 3 weeks with a hamstring injury. And as Lockie Reid reports, it may open the door for a fairy tale return for a club stalwart.
It's a loss that has the doomsayers beating their drums, but the coach is moving on.
So I won't pay too much attention to Luke from here. As brutal as that sounds, that's the reality of it.
Lyon with a nasty headache ahead of an elimination final against Geelong and their power forward Tom Hawkins.
You know, we're all feeling for Luke, but, you know, to be frank, it's about the next person stepping up.
McFarlane irreplaceable, his loss damaging. Too early to speculate on selection.
I'm certainly not going to, you know, lift or flatten anyone individual in a press conference.
The club with very few options for the big cat. Michael Johnson seems more comfortable in his new role as a creative free-running half-back, leaving the retiring Anthony Grover and Alex Silvagni to fight for a spot. Silvagni has been out of favour. Grover is undersized at 189 centimetres, 8 less than Hawkins, but the defender has never shirked a challenge.
I know him well enough to know how competitive he is. And I think if they pick him, they'll have full faith that he can do the job.
The clash in round 1 between the two teams very spicy, but the buzz of finals won't necessarily guarantee any extra fireworks.
I would be amazed if players from either side thought that they could get inside the other's head in a game that means this much.
Lyon knows what it takes to play September footy, successful in 5 of 11 finals when coach of St Kilda.
I think the difference is expectation and the cutthroat nature of it. There is no next week for us if we lose. I'm really excited. I really believe in this group. It's a great challenge, but one we're up for.
Especially if Matthew Pavlich can continue his fine form that saw him just miss on the Coleman medal.
I'm just rapt to be in a final series. I couldn't give much consideration at all to that award.
Thought you were going to say something else.
Yeah.
Lockie Reid, 10 News.